Hi, fourth graders, and welcome to Math Workshop. Today in math, we are going to be continuing our work with addition, and we're going to really focus on this one strategy called U.S. traditional addition to solve addition stories. Let's get started. For your warm-up, I want you to take a minute, and I want you to look at these 5 addition problems. Pause the video and solve these problems on a piece of paper on your whiteboard. When you're ready, press play. Welcome back. I hope you saved your answers. Let's go over this together. So our first warm-up problem asked us to solve 12 plus 10. When you add 10 to 12, you get 22. So your first answer here was 22. Let's move on to number 2. 15 plus 10. Well, okay, 15 plus 10 would give me 25. So 25 would be my answer here. 40 plus 56. This one took a little bit more time, right? So 40 plus 56 gives you 96 as your answer. Number 4 asks 24 plus 61. 24 plus 61 is 85. And my final one, number 5 here, the trickiest one of all, 175 plus 426. When you put those two numbers together, you get 601. Nice job, fourth graders. Let's try one more warm-up together in this form of a word story problem. Our problem reads, the soccer team held a car wash over the weekend to raise money. The team players washed 46 cars on Saturday and 27 cars on Sunday. How many cars did the team wash in all? Okay, so I want you to think, what is this problem asking you to do? If they washed 46 cars on Saturday and 27 cars on Sunday, how many did they wash in all? It's asking me to add these together. So I want you to take another minute, fourth graders, and pause this video. Solve this problem. And when you have your answer, press play. Okay, so let's go over this together. We decided that because it was asking how many the team washed in all, that was addition. So my equation here was 46 plus 27. I want you to think, what strategy did I use to solve this problem? How did I actually add these numbers together? There are a few different ways we can use addition to solve problems. One way you might have learned is by solving through the partial sums method. When you solve using partial sums, you break it up by its place value. So for example, for our question 46 plus 27, I would first add the tens. So that would be 40 plus 20, which gives me 60. And then I would add the ones, which would give me 6 plus 7. And I know that 6 plus 7 is 13. So I have 60 and I have 13. Those are my partial sums. Now I'm going to add the final amount together. 60 plus 13, and that would give you my full answer of 73. This is one way we've learned how to add. Another way that we've learned how to add is through column addition. Similar to partial products, you're still adding these based on their place value, so the ones column versus the tens column, but it's in columns instead of just written out in partial sums. So if I look at my columns here, it looks like I have 6 plus 7, which I know is 13, and I have 40 plus 20 because that 4 and that 2 are not in the ones place, they're in the tens place. 40 plus 20 gives me 60. I have 60 and 13. And if I put that together, I'm going to get my answer of 73. This is another way you might have added. But here in the United States, one very common way that friends add is called U.S. traditional addition. When you're solving using U.S. traditional addition, instead of putting the number 13 below the problem, you would do this. I know that 6 plus 7 is 13, but I'm not going to write 13 here. I'm going to write 3 and I'm going to instead carry up my 1 so that it is in the tens place, because I know a 13 is made up of a 3 and a 10. So my 3 is down below and my 10 is up above. Now I'm going to move over to my tens place, and I know here I'm adding 40 plus 20 plus 10. I know 40 plus 20 is already 60, and if I add another 10, that gives me 70. So my answer here is 73. The difference between this method and other methods is that instead of bringing your numbers down, you are carrying them up. Let's try another one together. 3,685 plus 4,729. If I'm using US traditional addition here, I am first going to look at my ones place. And I'm going to think, okay, well, what is 5 plus 9? Okay, well, I know that 5 plus 5 would be 10. I know that 5 plus 6 would be 11. 5 plus 9, 14. So I'm going to put my 4 down in the ones place, and I'm going to carry up my 10 so that it is in the tens place now. Now my second column here, I have 80 plus 20 plus 10. Okay, so I know 80 plus 20 would give me 100, plus another 10 would give me 110. So I'm going to put this down here. Carry down your 1, bring up my 100. All right, 600 plus 700 plus 100. Take a second. What is 600 plus 700 plus 100? Yeah, it's 100. Awesome. So let's go through this together. I know that 6 plus 7 is 13, and then you add another one to make it 14. So I'm going to put my 4 down. Ooh. Carry up my 1. So now we're in our last place, the thousands place. 3,000 plus 4,000 plus 1,000. I know that 4,000 plus 3,000 is 7,000, plus another would give me 8,000. So your answer here is 8,414. Let's do one more. 6,783 plus 3,529. I want you to pause the video and use US traditional addition to solve this problem. Remember, you don't write all the partial sums here. You carry up if it goes into the next place value. When you're ready and you have your answer, press play. Welcome back. So I'm sure you have an answer very similar to mine when you used US traditional addition. 6,783 plus 3,528 equals 10,301. And you can see up here I have carried over all of my additional place values. This is US traditional addition. So today, my friends, you're going to get started on exploring in your math journals US traditional addition. This is lesson 7 in Unit 1. So make sure you're finding that work pages for you to do today. I'm excited to see all of your work.